Hello to everyone who's watching. Today we'll be looking at DreamWorks' newest release, and that is Croods A New Age, to those who did not read the title or look at the thumbnail. I know what you're thinking. Is this as good as the first movie? Well, I was a huge fan of the first movie, and unfortunately this film isn't as good as the first one. But if the Croods one was 100, then Croods A New Age was like 85, still making it a great film. And what more can you expect from a seasoned DreamWorks veteran like Joel Crawford, who directed Trolls and worked on the art department of all three Kung Fu Panda movies, who were all great. So in this film, the Croods travel through the wilderness in order to find their perfect home. They finally found the ideal world oasis created by the Bedemans, a family who is a step or two higher on the evolutionary ladder. Tension grows between the two clans as the Bedemans see the Croods as savages and the Croods experience the Bedemans as pompous. Friction between them increases until the two clans realize they have a common threat towering over them all. So before we start, I have to confess that I loved the first movie, and that might have blinded me to some of its mistakes, but I feel it's safe to say that if you enjoyed the first, you will most definitely enjoy the second movie. The same crew as the previous movie joins us: Emma Stone as Eep, Ryan Reynolds as Guy, Nicolas Cage as Grug, so on and so forth. And I must say I was very impressed to hear Peter Dinklage as Mr. Bedeman, and they made use of this voice talent to full extent, creating a very witty and expertly crafted dialogue. I mean, sometimes they were talking over each other and I still knew exactly what was going on. Even though this was an excellent movie, it still had its faults. Sometimes I felt they tried too hard to bring back the originality of the first film, and that made them fall back onto the sequel formula. The humor in this film is excellent, with running gags, background humor, and facial expressions that works so well with the dialogue. But even though the entire film was filled with humor, they were still able to create emotional moments that stayed with me. The film had a running theme of becoming your own person, but warning that withdrawing completely from everyone who you love only has negative effects, which I felt was very applicable to lockdown. Not only was the dialogue, voice acting, and story superb, but the animation was just as good, if not better than the first movie. With intricate and elaborate environments and creature designs throughout the entire movie. Paired with a great musical score, this movie made me feel like a 13-year-old boy again. It was a great experience watching this film, and is definitely in the top 3 of DreamWorks' top sequels. Thank you very much for watching. Please let me know if there's any films you want me to review, and leave a comment what you thought of this movie. Thank you very much, and I hope you have an amazing day.